Hello! This guide will show you how to create a configurator product. It's intended just as a high overview and will cover enough to get you started. Okay, let's get started. If you haven't already, click the Configurator Products tab. This screen contains listings of active or archived configurator products. Find and click the Create Configuration button in the top right corner. This screen will show you any of your products that have been marked as configurator products but have yet to be configured. Since you're just getting started, we'll need to find one and mark it. Go over to the Products link and click on it. Now in the listing, let's filter down to the product we want to make a configurator product. Once you've found the product, click on it and open it in edit mode. Then scroll to the bottom of the page. Since this is your first time doing this, the block area has not been expanded. Go ahead and click on it, then click the NetSource Configurator button that appears. Now click the Yes button to mark this product as a configurator product. As a matter of convenience, find the pin symbol in the upper right corner of the modal and click it. This will keep this area open for other product edits in staff. Okay, we're all set. Now let's navigate back to configurator products and create that new configuration. Again, click the Create Configuration button to get started. The product you just marked as a configurator product now appears in the listing. Go ahead and click on it. The Groups area is where you'll be adding products. When you add a new category, you're finding a specific Shopify collection and choosing the products assigned to that collection to appear in that configurator group. The Add Custom Field button allows you to create ad hoc groups where items are not part of your inventory, but would allow for a more robust configuration. The Copy Configuration button allows you to copy one or more groups from the current configuration to another product that is marked as a configurator product. This feature is great when you have multiple configurations that only have slight variations. You'll be able to copy existing groups that should be in the new configuration, but leave the ones that are not. Let's go ahead and configure this product. We begin by clicking the Add New Category button. A modal will appear with a listing of all your collections. If you don't see the one you're looking for, you can type its name in the search bar. Once you see the collection, click on it to add it to the configuration. After selection, the modal closes and you're back to the configuration screen. Since a desk must have a frame, I'll go ahead and click the Required Category checkbox. Checking this box forces a selection to be made from this group by a buyer. Okay, let's now add products from the selected collection. We do this by clicking the Add Items link. You can click on either the one located at the bottom left of the group or the one located at the top right of the group. Once clicked, a modal appears containing all the products from the current collection. You can click them individually to add, or just click Select All. Once selected, click the Add Items button at the bottom right of the modal. Once added, they now appear inside of the group you previously added. Let's go ahead and create our next group. Click on the Add New Category button once again to display the collection listing. Now we'll add the Desk Surface group. Now we'll add the Height Range group. Desk, so now let's add groups for optional items that the buyer may want as well. Now we'll add the Monitor Arm group. In the Selection modal, we'll go ahead and select all product, but then unselect the No Monitor Arm selection because we really don't need it, because the buyer can simply not select an item in this group. Let's continue and add a new group called Cable Management. Now with the desk and optional groups configured, let's add our first custom field. Remember, custom fields are exactly that. Not an inventoried item, so you can't find them in a collection, but you can add them to a configuration on an ad hoc basis. Go ahead and let's click the Add Custom Field button. A modal appears that requires you to provide a group name, which will be seen by buyers, and for you to choose the format of the group. We'll give the group name that tells the buyer that this option allows them to have engraving done on the desk. Since this requires the buyer to provide text, we can either select Text Field or Text Area for this purpose. Once this is done, click the Add Field button. Now that the custom field has been created, we can further define its parameters. First, we'll set the maximum number of characters allowed. Then we'll set the price for this option. Lastly, we'll provide a prompt for the buyer to help them understand what they need to do. Great! Let's add another custom field. Let's make this one provide warranty options for the buyer. We'll go ahead and name the group, and we'll leave the default selection list checked. This will allow us to present options to the buyer. Now that the custom field has been created, we can further define its parameters. Since we're offering a warranty period, let's create 3 periods with appropriate pricing. Now let's do a quick review of our new configurator product. Every desk must have a frame. Let's make sure this is a required group. Every desk must have a surface. Let's make sure this is a required group. Since desks are offered in different height ranges, let's make sure the buyer chooses a range. Since having a monitor arm is optional, we'll leave its group as is. Since cable management offers different solutions, let's change this group to allow multiple product selection. A buyer may want more than just one cable management option. Everything else looks great. Let's go ahead and save this configuration. When saving, you can save it as an active configuration, which means it's seen immediately available for purchase, or you save it as an archived configuration. Saving as an archived configuration allows you to save what you've done to this point, but keep it hidden from buyers because you may come back later and do final edits. Let's look at our finished configuration so we know exactly what our buyers will see. Scroll up to the top of the page and click the Preview button. Now we can see how our configuration appears to buyers. Currently, the layout is set to Catalog Grid. There are 4 other layouts you can choose from inside the Configurator app in Configurator Settings. Let's go ahead and select options from each group. You can see the groups we checked as required while creating the configuration are marked as so on the product page. In the Cable Management group, we changed it to allow the buyer to select more than one option. As we designed in the configuration, the buyer has the option of personalized engraving and the option of purchasing a warranty. If we scroll back to the top of the page, we can see the base price of the desk, plus required options, plus optional items, and the total price of the configured desk. This completes the guide on how to create a configurator product.